roads are completely empty. 80 going over Donner Summit is closed. Highway 89 to skirt over towards Quincy is closed. So my only route out will be to go back to Reno and hopefully get through on 395, which just has chain restrictions. Well, the road is actually pretty smooth and nice to drive on, but the only problem is it's hard to see where the road is. I've been watching the K-rail over to my left, and at times the snow goes all the way up to the top of it, and occasionally I come up on a slow moving vehicle. So I turned around in Truckee, couldn't go over 80, couldn't go over 89, went back to Reno and got on 395, and now I'm at the 44 interchange where they're having a chain control, and there's obviously a lot of other people doing the exact same thing that I did a long way around. So I'm no longer concerned about being allowed through chain checks with my Subaru. I usually have a four-wheel drive vehicle, but I went with the all-wheel drive 2019 Subaru Crosstrek, and it's worked out really well for me. I don't like to put chains on. It's cold, it's dirty, it's no fun. Chains can damage a car if not installed right, and it reduces your speed. Such as this car in front of me that's riding chains, and it's going to be going at this speed, cautious for 65-75 miles. And no, I prefer the Subi. And the road's in really good shape. I mean, who couldn't drive this road in a regular two-wheel drive vehicle, even with highway tires? Don't get me wrong, this car will break traction with the highway tires it came with. I over accelerated in a uphill corner, intentionally trying to get it to lose traction, and it went into a slide. All I had to do is remove my foot from the accelerator, and I felt it just grab traction right away. I also got to feel the anti-skid brakes in action going downhill on a slippery surface, and when I applied the brakes, you could tell that it was doing its own little thing, preventing me from applying them too hard and going into a skid. Driving and the ability to drive in slick, snowy conditions is just as important as the car that you're driving in. My biggest concern driving in these kind of winter conditions is other vehicles spinning out and making contact with me. So if I come up to a slower moving vehicle, I pass them quickly. I don't spend any time hanging around them. If I can't get around them, I back off and give them space, waiting for that opportunity. Well, here comes a slower moving vehicle. I've got plenty of room to make a nice casual pass. Stay away from them. Don't do anything fast. Make sure you've cleared them before you gently move back over into your lane, giving them enough room. You know, I like to keep an eye on the vehicle coming toward me, make sure they don't do anything crazy like start to slide or lose control. That way I'm able to respond to any misfortune they may have before it involves me. Big trucks are a bigger concern when passing because they're bigger, longer, takes more time to pass them, and they are, after all, pulling a trailer. So steady as she goes, keep your distance and give them a lot of space. You don't really want to be around them very long in case they throw a chain. And there's one of NorCal's Caltrans boys doing a hell of a job keeping my only route home open. Thanks, guys. It's a surprising 21 degrees out here, and unfortunately, I'm not going to get through this snow before the sun goes down, and that will add another element to driving in the snow. In the darkness, a little more caution is advised. Here's my first significant downhill grade. Gonna take this very cautious, and that way we make it home in one piece. Reduce my speed a little. I made it to the Hat Creek Junction, which means I have another 61 miles to go. Should take me over an hour, depending on when we finally get out of the snow, which will probably be on the other side of Lassen Park. The detour home has cost me, another 55 miles, and instead of a 3-hour 15-minute drive home, I'm gonna be pushing 5.5 hours. Be safe. The Subaru has proven itself worthy today. Visibility issues.